So this is for all the people who are stuck. And let's be clear about something. Like, we're all stuck. We're all stuck in some way. In fact, I'm about to go a different direction, right? Let me tell you a story. So there's this guy. This guy, he sits on the corner every morning. And in front of a liquor store with some other guys telling stories and drinking liquor. Brown liquor, right? So every morning there's this guy, he's sitting or standing on the corner, sometimes sitting, sometimes standing, every morning, same corner, same time, with the same guys having the same conversations. This man, he's called what we define as being stuck. And so every morning when I get in my car and I'm driving to work, me being you, down the same street, walking out the same door of my house, drinking the same cup of coffee in the same car, driving the same speed down that street, I see this man standing on the corner, sometimes sitting, talking to his friends, same friends, about the same things. And as I'm driving in my car, I roll down the window and I'm tempted oftentimes to say to this man, man, don't you understand there's so much more in life that you can do for yourself? Brother, don't you know you don't have to be stuck? And I'm driving down that same block, heading to that same job I'm lukewarm about for those same number of years, like 10 years, like 15 years, waiting on that same dream that my father and their father were waiting on and worked for, doing the same. And while I'm driving down the block looking at this man standing on the corner, sometimes sitting, thinking to myself how stuck he is, and there's so much more in life that he can do, while I'm driving to that same job down that same block in my same car with my same thoughts, drinking the same cup of coffee, there's somebody looking down at me in a high rise, staring at me, thinking to themselves as they sip their coffee, look at this brother. He looks like a very intelligent man. He has a nice car. I believe he has a wife. But I wonder why he goes to that same dead-end job every day and drive down the same block in that same tired car, drinking that same cup of coffee out of that cup as he is in the high-rise looking down on me, passing judgment on me, saying to himself, man, I wish I could just pull that brother to the side and have a conversation with him and let him know, brother, you don't have to be stuck going to that same job. And if you haven't picked up the pattern, this brother who's on the 16th floor looking down at me driving to my job, as I look across the street at the man standing on the corner, sometimes sitting, drinking that black liquor, thinking to myself, he's stuck. There's someone on an island or in a plane flying by or thinking about that brother on the 16th floor of his high rise who thinks he's made it. And he's saying to himself, brother, why are you still stuck in downtown Chicago or the South Loop on the 16th floor? Don't you know there's an entire world out there? Don't you know you need to travel and get out and see the world? See, my point is, in some form or fashion, we are all stuck. We're just stuck at different levels. So it begs the question, like, how does one get unstuck? Like, what is it? Me, I'm constantly asking the question. I'm constantly asking myself, like, who am I? I'm constantly asking myself, like, or telling myself, like, you're bigger than this. No matter the moment, no matter the situation, I'm always saying to myself, like, you're bigger than this. There's more. Where's your more? If you're in a room right now, and I do this too, I imagine the room, or actually I'm physically in a room, and in this room in particular, there are two doors. And in every room, there's a door. I mean, I don't think it could be a room if it were not a door. So I want you to imagine life as a room. And life is a room because you're in life, and there had to be a door or an entryway into life. Now, every room you are in your relationship room, in your finances room, in your spiritual room, in your personal development room, there's a door. There's a door that you came into, but the problem with the door that you come into oftentimes is the same door that you use to come inside the room. It's the same door that you use to go outside of the room. But the problem is, the stuck is we don't see or understand that there are more doors in the room. We get conditioned to see the only door. We get conditioned to see one door or maybe two doors. So the person who's stuck in the room with one door is being judged by the person who's in the room with two doors. The person who's in the room with two doors is being judged by the person who has a room with three doors. It's all relative. But here's how I try to unstuck myself, if that's a word, if that was proper. Let's just go with it. As I sit in my room, my finance room, as I sit in my law practice room, as you sit in your business room, your entrepreneurial endeavor room, as you sit in your weight loss room, I want you to constantly ask yourself, where is the door? No, not the door that you use to enter the room, because we already know that door. Not that same door that you use to leave the room when it's appropriate. Not that door or inappropriate. See, that door, that entryway, and that exitway will only get you what you got. But if you want to go to the next level, what you need to find is the other door. There's another door in the room. So as I sit in whatever room I'm in, I'm asking myself, where's the door? I know there's another door. I just can't see it. I know there's another door because someone else has gone through the door. The guy standing on the corner, he can say, where's the door so I can get off this corner? Sometimes standing, sometimes sitting, sometimes drinking brown liquor, having the same conversation with the same guys each morning, every day. Where's my door so I can be the guy driving down the street in my car, leaving my house with my wife, getting a paycheck? He found a door. There must be a door. And then the guy driving down the street who's tired of going to the dead-end job, drinking that same cup of coffee, leaving his monotonous life with his wife, uninspired, he's looking up at the guy on the 16th floor in the building, in the high-rise downtown, and he's saying to himself, there must be a door, because he on the 16th floor, he found a door. And the guy on the 16th floor, he's looking across the pond at the guy on the island or the guy in the plane or the guy in the boat, and he's saying to himself, I don't have to just sit here downtown. There's something more for me. There must be a door.